Hi everyone, my name is Catherine. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the August 2021 plan with me. So this month I am leaving one spread blank in between July and August for the Olympics. We'll see what I actually end up doing with that. I'm not really sure, though I should figure it out since they've already started. And then I'm starting off August with the title and quote pages as usual. And this month I'm using the Carnival Dreams sticker theme from Planning with Kay, and I'll link that below. And some of the spreads might look a bit thin or a bit undecorated just because I had only ordered the monthly kit last year when I ordered a bunch of stickers from her, and then I decided this year that I actually wanted to do that after all, or I wanted to use this sticker theme and didn't have enough to fill up the entire month, so just in terms of like decorations and all. So I ordered the decorative sheet that goes with that kit, but there are some shipping delays, and so the stickers have not shipped, and I'm really hoping they come before August is over. But until then, I have some beautiful, just warm sunset colors in my zebra Mildliners, so I'm using those to create the background for these spreads. The fair typically happens where I live in late July to early August, and so it seemed like an appropriate color scheme, especially since my family would typically go near sunset, so we always had that nice golden sort of color. So I have my title written in sort of calligraphy with drop shadows in white gel pen. And then for my quote, I decided to go with "Life is the best ride of all." I have no idea where I heard that, if I ever heard it, if I just put a few things together, no clue, but I really enjoyed that quote and I felt like it fit the theme, so that's what I went with. Now I'm flipping over and doing my mood and habit trackers, and I'm doing the same general format as last month. So I have a Dutch door, and I just really found it easier to use both the calendar and the mood and habit trackers with the Dutch door, and with that general layout, it was much more usable and much more enjoyable to use. So that's what I'm going with here. I've already colored in the decorative side panel with the same colors as I did the cover page, and now I'm just filling in around the calendar again with those same colors and trying to match them up as well as I can with the decorative side panel, but they may not match exactly, and that's fine. Just trying to get a general air of cohesion, I guess, between all of these different spreads. This was a relatively simple theme in terms of like drawing and details, but the coloring portion of this actually took quite a while. The unedited, just sort of raw footage from this particular month's spreads was, I think, just under 2.5 hours. So certainly not my longest spread or longest monthly setup by far, but definitely longer than you would expect given that I was basically drawing. No, I wasn't even drawing. The little bit of drawing I did was boxes for calendars and the like. Really mostly what I had was coloring, just coloring with strips of color. But that did take a while, especially on spreads like this one, where I had to be careful to not completely color over my calendar. But as you can see, we are done now. It's amazing what speeding up the video will do to make that process seem really fast. The actual coloring parts, I sped up by 20%, so don't be fooled, this did take a while. Now I'm just adding some decorative stickers, a couple little cotton candies, and some Admit 1 tickets. They're really cute. And a monthly overview sticker at the top. Then I'm going to add the days of the week along the top, again just using stickers. And then once I get those plopped down where I want them, I am going to add the numbers for each day. And I had some numbers left over on a mixed number sheet that I also got from Planning with Kay. All of the stickers this month are from Planning with Kay. And I really liked the sort of rounded rectangular shape of these number stickers. They fit the theme, I think, very well. They're sort of a dark pink, which fits that warm sunset vibe, and then their overall shape is really reminiscent of the carnival tickets that I have at the bottom of the page. So I thought that went very well together. And later on, I'm actually going to change my mind and do something about that monthly overview section, which honestly just is awkward and needs to be livened up a bit. And towards the end of the video, I remember that there is actually something I can do about that I don't have to wait for the decorative stickers. So you'll see what happens there in a little while. Now that I've got the number stickers all put in place, I'm just drawing in my YouTube tracker, and that is just the YouTube logo and then a space to write in the number of subscribers I have at the start of the month and at the end of the month, and that's it. It's a very simple tracker. I flipped the page and now I'm working on that decorative sidebar, just writing August in calligraphy, which I really am enjoying doing, and then adding a white drop shadow to help those letters pop against the very colorful background. Just makes it easier for me to see them, where the black on the multicolored can be a bit difficult visually for me to recognize. So I like having that drop shadow on there in the white. It just makes everything stand out a bit better. Now I'm going to take a number sticker. I cut it in half just past 15, and I'm placing it at the top of the page. This is where my habit tracker is going to go. So I have the numbers 1 through 31 for each day in August. And then I decided to make the page, again, just a little more cohesive with everything else, to color in the same sort of sunset colors, not through the whole page, but just at the top here where the number strip is, and then I'll be able to put the circle, or not the circle, the sticker for the habit tracker title. And this month I actually knew what I wanted to use for habits, so I believe you should see me writing those in. If you've been around a while, you will know that I never know what my habits are going to be before the month that I've set up starts. So, wow, go me. I'm rather excited about that. So I believe it's 8 habits. I did leave some room at the bottom in case I needed or wanted to add any more. But 8 habits, and I was able to group them because I already knew what they were going to be. I was able to group them so they made a little bit more sense. Health-related habits, are grouped together, and then other sort of self-improvement habits are also grouped together. And then to divide up the page just a little, I guess a little more nicely, I took another number strip and cut it the same way I did the first one, and I'm lining it up just underneath of my habits. And that way it just makes it a little bit easier for me to follow in terms of where the numbers are and where I'm drawing my lines for my mood. But more than that, really, I think it just is a nice way to divide the page. Last month I just drew lines just with my Fineliner, and I think it worked okay, but I really think this worked a lot better. Again, there was nothing wrong with the way I did it last month. I like the sort of solidness of the number lines, so that's really the only reason. There's no other reason. But we'll see how I end up liking this. If I didn't line them up just right, I may find it annoying that the habit tracker and the mood trackers are kind of off from each other, so we'll see how that goes. Now I'm just adding in those extra colors at the bottom of the page to tie everything together, writing in the title, mood tracker with the drop shadow. And this is another one of those pages that will have more decorations on it once the decorative stickers arrive. Thankfully, the colors do fill things in a bit and make it look a little bit more cohesive and not so dull. And there goes the dog. Sorry about her. Right. She's going to keep barking, so I will be back in just a moment. Okay, now that the dog has been taken care of, priorities, right? I'm going to work on my meal plan spread, and I realized after I'd finished coloring everything in that I had forgotten to press record, so you missed that, but honestly it's the same process you've seen this entire time, so you really didn't miss much. Just writing in the title, meal plan, and the title for the shopping list over on the right hand side. I added the drop shadow, and now I'm creating a space at the top to write the dates that each page will cover. This is my usual Dutch door meal plan spread. It really doesn't change from month to month. So far it's working for me. I'm getting a little bit bored with it, but it's working, so why mess with what works? One thing about this spread too is it's going to look a little bit empty. I'll fill it in a little bit later in the video, but really for the most part more decorative stickers will be added to it once the decorative sheet arrives. So if you want to see the finished product when the decorative stickers do arrive, feel free to follow me over on Instagram, and you can see what things looked like and how they were supposed to look. Because yeah, just have to love dealing with shipping. It's always fun. It's what I get for, it's the price I pay for basically not liking to buy digital stickers. But it's okay, I'm willing to pay that price for not having to print and then cut out all of the stickers myself. So now I'm on to my summer bucket list and my social and fun spreads. The social and fun is a spread idea that I actually got from Riley Autumn, and I'll link her channel down below if you're interested. She has some really great ideas, and I thought this was a fun spread to help me as we're able to start getting out and seeing more people and all, to remind me of the people that I haven't connected with in a while. And so it's just a place for me to write down some names and think of people that I need to touch base with that I haven't seen or talked to in a while. It's just helpful because sometimes I can forget or get confused or not realize that I haven't connected with someone in quite some time. And so having these spreads really helps. So I'm just drawing 2 banners, one on each page, and started in pencil and then outlined with a fine liner and then erased my pencil marks, and now I'm just coloring in each banner. The left hand side is in yellow and then the right hand side will be in orange, and I will just write the titles for each page on the banner, and that will, as usual, include the white drop shadow to make things stand out just a little bit more. And then I will be adding some circle, like circle list stickers, I think is what they're called, to each page, so that way I can fill in my bucket list, and as I think of people I want to connect with this month, I can also write down their names next to each little bubble, and that way I can check them off when I have connected. And I can also check off my bucket list items after I've completed those. One thing I really like about having the bucket list and moving it from month to month is, and when I go back through my journal, I can see how much I did in a given month. I mean, I'm keeping the list whole as it is, so every time I move it, I'm copying it and then adding anything else that I think of. So I can not only see how the list has grown over the summer, but I can also see, you know, oh, I only did one thing in June, but wow, look at how much I did in July, or, you know, I can just see what I've actually done in a given month, which I think is really fun. It's fun to see the list sort of get more and more populated, but then also to see it become more and more complete as the summer goes on. And I may not finish everything on this list. I know for certain that I missed getting fresh local strawberries. Definitely missed that season, which seems to happen every year. I feel like strawberry season sneaks up on me every single year, and every single year I lament that I've missed the strawberries and need to get more. I need to be more on top of things next year. Next year I'll get them. And the next year comes and I forget again, or I miss it somehow. So that's okay though. And these spreads again look a little empty, and I'm hoping that once I get the decorative Carnival Doodles sheet that I will be able to add some stickers to the bottom here to make it look a little bit more full. But until that happens, I just added a couple cute little admission tickets up at the top next to the banners, so at least there's some decoration. And you can see here I'm just filling in my bucket list, going back, checking July, making sure I don't miss anything. I'll check off the things that I've done before I leave this page, and as the month goes on, I'll just add anything else that I think of that I want to do this summer. This may have been a spread that would be more suited to a long-term collections journal, but I really enjoy having it, and I'm enjoying the process of moving it from month to month, and so I figure as long as I'm enjoying the process and as long as I enjoy having it in my journal, then that is a good enough reason to keep it there and not to move it over to long-term collections. And here you can see I'm going back into the meal plan spread and just adding some strings of lights to the top. It'll fill in the space a little bit, so even if the doodles take a while to get here, it's okay. I've got a little something there, and it will bring a little more a little more life to the spread when I do add the other doodles. Now I'm on to the first week in August, and so I'm just going through and putting in all of the colors, those same warm sunset colors, from blue at the top fading into purple, and then into red, into orange, yellow, and then back out to orange, red, purple, and blue. Possibly. I don't remember if I got all the way back to blue in this spread, but that's the idea, is I just keep going until I run out of room on the page. And I already outlined the box for each day in pencil, and I decided not to go with a black fineliner outline here. I don't think I needed it, and I really like how it just looks like these random white boxes are floating. And once I get the banners and the stickers on here too, it's going to look much fuller, and I really don't think it needs I don't think it needs a harsh black line with so much else going on the page. So I added a header up at the top with the dates for this week, and then I decided to go with the cute little ticket stickers for the days of the week. I have a spot for tasks, and then Monday through Sunday, just going across each row. And I did forget to write tasks. I remembered later after I was done filming, but completely forgot to write in tasks, so yeah, it's okay. I was getting rather tired by the time this was nearing its end. I came back up to the calendar spread, and I realized that July only has 4 months, and I had 5 banners. So I took one of those banners and put it at the top of the calendar spread with a monthly overview sticker, just to fill things in. So now we're over to the monthly flip through. So we have the title and the quote page, and then the calendar page with the Dutch door for the habit and mood trackers. Then we come to the meal plan spread, which is also a Dutch door. And my summer bucket list and social and fun checklists. And the first weekly spread in August. Alright everyone, I hope you have a great day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!